All right, guys, inside of this video, we're going to be talking all about how to write our emails using AI. Also, some best practices to appease the email gods and make sure that we're not in the spam folders or the promotion folders. If we end up there, well, no one is ever going to read our email ever. So we don't want to end up there, okay? So we have to make sure that we avoid certain words like the word free and using 80,000 pictures and 900 links, and like that's a lot of links. So don't do that. And we're going to go over a few of those things inside this video to make sure that you guys get inboxed and also to be able to put your emails together very quickly. I don't want you guys spending all freaking weekend writing emails, okay? So let's just use AI. Let's keep it simple. I'm going to show some quick ways to have the AI gods basically customize all of the emails that we're putting together and customizing it to your specific course or your product or whatever you guys are giving away for free, and also whatever you guys are doing for your $7 SLO funnel as well. Okay, so first and foremost, if you haven't watched the workflow, what did I call it? Intro to workflows. If you haven't watched that setup video yet, go watch that video first, because I don't want everyone confused and like I don't want to have to bring everything back up again, right? So let's hop into my computer here and I'll just show you what I'm hamming on about here. So now that we're inside my computer, look, like if you guys did not click on the link below and you're just like, I don't know what you're doing, because if you want to put all these automations together, it's going to take you a little bit of time. But if you click the link below, you're going to get all these automations automatically pushed into your account, because I have them all ready to go for you, these two specifically. So if you click the link below, you'll have these two in, which is an abandoned cart sequence, and then your purchase emails and your consume emails all put together for you in nice, neat little workflows, right? So you'll have all that. And then all we need to do is just basically put, take my stuff out and put your stuff in, like I've been saying through this whole course. And we're going to do just that with our friend Grok. Now, again, you can use any AI that you guys want. You can use OpenAI. I've been having some good luck with Grok. I think we're on Grok 3 right now. Yep, we're on Grok 3 right now. Sometimes it breaks, but I don't know. I just like them. I've been like this big X fan lately. So, that all being said, let's just kind of start with why we're here, which is specifically the abandoned cart emails. Now, again, like I walk you guys through how to, I walk you through the whole workflow in the previous video. So if you don't know what's going on here, or if you've never done this before, you've never used Go High Level before, if that's you, go watch that next video, so like we're all on the same page here. Okay, so this is the workflow we have. Just to walk through it real quick once again, we have a trigger that goes off, and this trigger is connected to our opt-in, right? So if somebody comes to our very first page, they opt in, they give us their name, their email, and that basically then triggers this workflow, and that starts the whole thing, right? After that, we tag that person and we just say, hey, like we just tag them like this is demo rockstar opt-in, but I would probably label it opt-in and then dash whatever you are giving away for free, for lessons or a course or your brand name or like whatever it is, right? So make sure you hit the save button, hit save, and then of course do not forget to publish it and save it again. Okay, so after that, we take them to the very first email. Now remember, just to back up here, these emails, I mean, you hit the little plus button, you type in email, and then there it is. Like, you have to spell it right, but that's how you add the email, right? So I have them all laid out here in a nice template here for you. So if you come down to edit, you can start with the very first email. Now, remember, I have to back up. Remember that these emails are inside. Do not forget that these emails are inside the marketing tab. And then you come up to the top and you go to emails and then templates, okay? And I have them all packed away inside of this folder, nice and neat, okay? They're all in here, okay? So what I usually do, kind of like my flow, I suppose, is I create one email, right? And it might even be easier for you guys to like create like a brand new folder. Just create a new folder and call it like whatever you want. And so then, like you just stay organized. I number them, number 1, number 2, number 3, because then they stay at the top and they're in chronological order. So anyways, let's just hop into this. So I usually put all the emails together. I'll create the first email, and then I just hit these 3 dots here, and I go to clone, okay? And when I clone it, obviously it does just that. And then I just name it something else, and that's email 2. And then I clone it again, and that's email 3. And I just put them all together in here. And once I have all the templates, Then I go back to automations over here. Once I have all my emails that I want to do, I come into my workflow, in this case, the abandoned cart email, and then I just go for it, right? So I just start putting this whole thing together. Again, like we walked through a lot of this inside of the previous video, which was like a whole freaking hour. It happens every time. But either way, let's just kind of start from the beginning and what we actually want to do for our emails here, and how to use AI to write these things for us super fast. So the first email, then they come in, wait 5 minutes. This is the delivery email of the free thing that we're giving away. So in this case, we're giving away your first 4 free lessons. Your offer is going to be different, right? Whatever that thing is, this is what we're going to use AI for to write the very first email. Now, the thing with email, like you could pick up any copywriting book ever, and they all say something different. Like I have a bunch of books. You could probably, I don't know, not a bunch, but I have a couple books back there. Who was it? Jim Edwards, right? So if you know Jim Edwards, I'm not going to quote him like word for word because I haven't read that book in several years, but he actually does a thing where he keeps his emails really short. Okay, so it's just like 1 or 2 lines, and you have to read the whole book to see like if you want all the exact details on it. But I have found that short emails get the click. That's all we're trying to do with an email, is just get the click. You do not want to explain like if you're like trying to sell a course or something like that, you do not like talk 50 paragraphs about the whole course. No, you're just trying to get them to get the click. The sales page, guys, is where you make the sale. That's the mechanism that does all the heavy lifting. Okay, the email doesn't do the heavy lifting. The email is just the traffic source. Okay, instead of doing paid ads now and social media and like business cards or wherever you guys are getting your traffic from, we own the traffic now. We control the traffic, and since we own it and control it, we use an email that goes out, and we just are trying to get them to click on our thing to go to the sales page, right? Or wherever we're sending them, if we're delivering the product or whatever, okay? So I keep my emails generally very short. Now, you could go into stories and you can make them fun and stuff like that, and like I will do that in many emails, but not for my abandoned cart emails generally, okay? My abandoned cart emails, I'm hitting different angles, okay? So this would be like, first off, I'm delivering it, okay? So the free thing, as promised, make sure you deliver the free thing. And then I wait 30 minutes, and I notice that they haven't bought yet because they're obviously still in this funnel. If they put a bought, they would have gotten ripped out of this funnel because we have that the exit workflow on our buyer. Like, so if they buy on our other workflow, it takes them out of this funnel, okay? And I break that down in the video just before this one, okay? So either way, like I want to hit different angles for the product. If I'm selling free guitar lessons, or not selling free guitar lessons, if I just gave away 4 free lessons, what is on that sales page, right? And I should duplicate this so I have it open. Whatever you're selling after the free thing, let me just to be clear, let's go into our sites. This annoying thing. This is a demo account. So they opt in for our free thing, and then we take them to a VSL and we say, hey, here's your free, or you talk about an overview of the free thing. It's obviously delivered through their email, but in the VSL, we're trying to bridge the gap to get them to that sales page to buy our $7 product, or to get them going through our SLO funnel. Okay, so in order to do that, we like whatever you guys are selling, like in this case, is Play Like a Pro. So like it's a guitar course, okay? So like you get 6 hours of a guitar course. You get to learn how to play electric and acoustic, okay? So these are different angles actually. So we could have like look at your offer right now. Try to figure out all the different pain points that a person might have based on your product. So obviously if you're playing the guitar, there's a lot of different pain points. There's a lot of different angles that we could go for, like, hey, this is let's just say email 1, or like after you deliver the product, email 1 is, hey, here's one song that you can play with your electric guitar, okay? And if you want to learn how to play that, you need this course. We're going to teach you how to do this with this course. If you're really into electric guitars and not acoustic guitars, click the link. So this would be where are we? email 1. And this would just essentially say, learn how to play your first song with your electric guitar. Da 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 da. And you can maybe have like 2 bullet points and then the link, upgrade right now. And when they click upgrade, guess what? It goes to your SLO funnel. It goes right here. You take them to the sales page, okay? And then the next email, email number 2, right? Maybe they're not into electric guitars. Maybe they're into, and we don't know. I mean, you could niche it all the way down like that if you want. Like, obviously, the opt-in here, where are we? The opt-in, if this just, this says very generally, which I want it that way. I mean, you could niche down, it might work better, test it. But this just says 4 free guitar lessons. It does not say 4 free electric guitar lessons or 4 free acoustic guitar lessons, okay? You could go very niche specific, but then, and it could work for you very well, actually. You might be able to, you just target with ads acoustic guitars or just electric guitars. It's not as broad. Generally speaking, though, on my opt-in, I'm throwing a very, very large net out, and I'm trying to get all the people that are just want to play guitar. Okay, I don't necessarily want a micro niche. You could, and it could work very well for you, but I like to be a little bit more broad. So I want to go after all the guitar guys or gals or whoever, right? I don't know why I have to be so special and whatever. So that being said, we want to, in the second email, the first email goes after electric guitar people. The second email is like, hey, learn how to play acoustic guitar. Learn your first song by playing the acoustic, and you can impress your girlfriend by the end of this week when you guys go camping or something like that, whatever, right? And then the next angle might be, the next one would be like, this is how, do you want to learn how to read sheet music, right? So that would be the next one, okay? So it's just basically talking to this person saying, hey, do you want to learn how to play electric? Nope, that's not you, okay. Do you want to learn how to play acoustic? Nope, that's not you. Hey, maybe you want to learn how to read sheet music. And we just keep going with these different angles, okay? And your product obviously isn't guitars. It's gonna be something totally different, okay? So just go with all the different angles inside of your abandoned cart sequence. We're just trying to, because there's all different kinds of people in here, okay? So that is how you do the abandoned cart sequences. Now, real quick on AI, I don't need to go too deep in this. These emails, guys, like some people get so freaking fancy with fancy pants AI people out there. And I've played around with all the fancy prompts, and I've written my own and I've put together a whole course on it. But like these emails, look at how basic this is, okay? It's so simple. Like, it's so simple. I noticed you started playing free, you started playing, great start, but yeah, our 30 video course has this, this, and this. You should do some bullet points probably. So again, like this isn't like, this should be broken up. And, we said we were going to talk about some best practices here. Usually you want like 1 sentence, 2 sentences, and then you space. 1 sentence, 2 sentences, and a space, okay? Have these all broken up. I should talk a little bit about that before we go on. We already covered now. Every email should have a different angle. Let's move on now to what this email, like the structure of it should be. First off, we want to make sure that the email looks good on mobile, okay? And there's specific sizes, and I think, just go high level do that. I thought there was a way to view this on mobile. I think actually it's in the template area. Like if you go to the marketing tab and go through templates, this is in the workflow area, so it might not have that. But just to keep this video shorter, we want to make sure it's the right size. And if you go with my templates, these are the perfect sizes. So I'll work just fine on mobile, okay? It's not too long. It's not, it's not going to cut off or anything like that. This is just easy breezy, okay? So what I'm doing here is, first off, usually I'm going after 18-point font. You do not want that. You don't want that, right? Keep all the font the same. Okay, so usually what I do is I copy or I highlight everything, and then I just go up to 18 point. It's usually where I'm at. And then also your spacing, I usually do 1.75 spacing, okay? You want it spaced out, okay? And sentence by sentence, obviously this looks kind of weird because it's, do sentence, space it all out, that kind of thing, self-explanatory. And then another thing I should absolutely mention, you'll notice with the emails that I send you guys, every single email that I send out, it has this step 1, step 2, okay? And this can change based on what workflow you're in. If you're in an abandoned cart workflow, step 1 generally is how to start. Like this is like if you haven't bought anything yet, right? So this is to get them to consume their free thing that they opted in for. It's very important because if they consume it, then inside of that product or service, once they go through that, they're like, wow, I just taught like Josh taught me how to play the guitar. Wow, this is awesome. I love this Josh guy. Now I want to upgrade, okay? But there's some people that want to fast track. Like they just want to learn how to play it by this weekend because they're going camping and they want to impress their girlfriend with the acoustic guitar. And they're like play it, by the campfire or something, right? So here's the thing. Like I do a step 2 in here, and I got this actually from Russell. I always see Russell Brunson doing this, like the guy that owns ClickFunnels and everything. So I've been using this for 13 years. This is just how I do it. You guys could do it a different way if you choose to. But step 2 then would be like learn more about Guitar Master course here, the Guitar Master course, or whatever you guys want to put in here. And this link then goes to the paid offer. And since this is the abandoned cart, they've never bought anything from us before, right? This link then, we just take them to the sales page once again, okay? So this is an abandoned cart. Like we always want every single email that goes out, it's a numbers game, guys. It's a numbers game. A small percentage of people, over hundreds and thousands of emails, there are people that will click this. They just want to fast track it, okay? So make sure we give them a way to fast track it, okay? So start your first lesson here, and then, buy here. And obviously this link right here is also the buy link. Like, don't miss out, go to our sales page, because it's an abandoned cart email. But if it's like a post-purchase email, they just bought something from you, this email, and we're going to go over that, in another video. But this email, once again, is going to be, hey, congratulations, I'm buying you this thing. Let's start lesson 1 today. And here's lesson 1. And this link is going to go to lesson 1. And then the second email, day 2, it's going to go to lesson 2. That, we want them to consume their product or the product that they just bought. Okay. So hopefully that all makes sense. But inside of those purchase emails, when they actually buy, I still have step 1, step 2. Step 1 is, if they're on like day 5, it's, hey, start lesson 5 right now. And that's step 1. Step 2 is, hey, buy the 6-week program. And, like in the 6-week program, you get to meet up with me every single week, and I'm going to teach you how to play guitar. And this link goes to our higher ticket offer, or maybe it goes to a calendar booking link. It could just be a calendar booking link, guys. Hey, do you want to book a free call with me? I'll just teach you how to play this for free. And then they get them on the call, and then you teach them something really cool. And then at the end of the call, hey, do you just want to do my free program or my paid program? It's $2,000, 6 weeks. Awesome. That's how you do it. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Step 1 is to get them to consume. Step 2 is to, sell them something else. Okay. And you can have step 3 or whatever you guys are doing. Okay. That's kind of best practices. Also, I need to say this. Look up on, I suppose we could just do this right now. Use the big old Google. Actually, why am I doing this? What year do we live in? Just ask Grok. Why don't we just Grok it? Give me a list of words that are normally, normally get emails sent to the spam folder. Let's see, what does it do? There you go. We could have Googled it, but man, we're not living in the Google days anymore, guys. We're living in the AI days. Here are a list of keywords, some fun ones in here too. Don't put any of this stuff in your email. Don't even hint about it. Don't even try to get around it, okay? Unless, like, you know what you're doing, I suppose. If you put any of these words inside of an email sequence, right? Because, like the email gods know that this is an email sequence. Like an email is being sent out every single day. There's an unsubscribe button on the very bottom of the email automatically put in. They know it's a sequence. And if you have any of these words in there, you just go to spam, okay? Unless you have a really, really good dedicated IP and you're the only one on there, and there are some ways around it, but then you're paying for that, okay? So don't do that. The word free is one of the hardest, okay? And I'm surprised it doesn't list like dollar signs or anything like that. This needs to be mentioned. So, obviously don't use the word free, but like if you need to say something like, like don't say buy this course now, because if you do that, you got the word buy in there. Okay, I try like you could still inbox. Okay, and and I'll teach you a little trick in just a second here, a little trick to get inboxed nearly every single time. But I try not to say buy or free or even the dollar sign. It's only $7. Like like that will get you thrown in spam. Okay, especially like it just looks like spam. So don't do it. Okay. Instead, if you want to say $7, like what I would say is pick up this course today for just $7. Okay. You see this in my emails. I always say bucks. I always say bucks. Now, if it's if you guys are in a different country, it's not going to be bucks. It's going to be whatever you guys say, your slang term for money, your cash, or moolah. Okay, we say bucks here in the States, but it's still. I mean, it looks kind of funky, but people get what you're saying. Like they know what you're saying. Okay, we're not going for to make it all fancy and brandy and things like that. If you want this course, it's $7. They know what you're saying. It's $27. It's $97. It's only $97. Okay. There you go. That should help you stay out of the spam folder. So hopefully that helps you guys. Where else was I going with this? Oh, a fun little trick you can do. I actually just learned this one like I don't know, like a few months ago or whenever I learned this. I forget who it was. I wish I could give him credit. What's his name? I forget. He had a sneaky little tactic, and I love this. So when people come into they opt in right here, like right when they come into your funnel, they opt in, and you take them to a VSL. And before you start generally talking about like your products and services and all this stuff, the very first thing you want to say, and and some people argue with me that you want to like hook them real fast so that they watch, and like within the 2 seconds you have to hook them. And I agree with that, but you're delivering the free thing, like you're delivering that free. Where am I? You're delivering this free thing that they just signed up for. So this is what they really want to hear for, or their ears are listening for this right here. So what I say generally, and I've talked about in the VSL video, is I normally say, hey, you just opted in. Hey, congratulations on getting your free 4 guitar lessons. The email is going to be, I'm going to deliver that course to your email in just a few minutes, but make sure that you check your spam folder and your promotions folder because it's probably in there since I'm delivering a whole course to you. And that's like my excuse. I'm delivering a whole course to you. So that's why it goes there. Okay. But this guy, oh, it's so cool. He says that exact same thing. Hey, your free lessons are going to show up in your inbox. If you hit the reply button, drag the email to your inbox so that you get all of your courses from, because I have a lot more courses I want to send you. And if they do that, then you're usually pretty good because then you won't show up there anymore. The thing is that if you have them reply to the email, so this guy will say like, hit the reply button and enter the word, just put one word in there and it'll just say course. So just put into the email, just hit the reply button and type me the word course. And if you do that and send that email, I'm going to send you a $1,000 course. Boom, just like that. Okay? And it's just a code word because then I know that you watched the video. So say it right away. And what's cool about that, guys, is that appeases the email gods out there, the Gmails and the Hotmails and the Yahoos and all of the email gods that are out there. Because if no one's replying to a spam message, right? If you reply to it, and then another email goes out and you send them a course, you send them something quick, like just make it super simple like that. Well, guess what? You're never going to show up in spam then, and all your emails then make it to the inbox, and that's vital because if everything's going to the spam box, well, you're just wasting a bunch of time because no one's seeing your stuff, right? Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Let's get on to the AI section of this really quick here. There's a few ways to do this. Okay, so this is how we're going to start it. Usually I like to tell the AI that I'm writing an abandoned cart email sequence. Okay, so I'll just say I am writing, or I need you to write me can't spell abandoned cart email sequence that is for, I don't know, let's say 14 days. And it will be 2 emails a day. It'll be 2 emails a day. So this is kind of long for this example. So we'll just say it's 7 days. It'll be 2 emails a day. So 14 emails. Okay. This is so fast to do, guys. Again, I'm just elaborating here, but you can just copy and paste this stuff so fast. Okay. So I need you to write me an abandoned cart email sequence that is 7 days and be 2 emails per day. So 14 emails total. Okay. Now, what you want to do, now there's 2 ways you can do this. Okay. Here is some info. Here is some copy from my sales page to help you. Okay. So what I do now is I'll grab everything. I'll go to my sales page that I'm like where I'm selling this product, and I'll do a Control A or Command A, and I'll just copy the entire thing, and I'll just drop it in here, just like that. Like I'm not even gonna read through it because there's enough information now that they know, like the AI then knows like what we're doing. I mean, you could take out like your terms of service and all that stuff, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll say, so there's multiple ways you can do this. Again, like I'll put that in, but then I'll also put in like my course contents, okay? Here, so also here is a list of my course contents. And then it could just be like, you know, day 1, learn how to string your guitar. Okay, you guys obviously like hopefully you have this all written out already. Like you know, day 1 I'm gonna teach them this, day 2 I'm gonna teach them this, you know. Let's just see, day 2, how to tune your guitar. And I'm gonna cheat here a little bit. I'm just gonna say and then for the rest of the days, you can just make it up since this is a demo. So obviously you're not going to put that in, but I'm not going to sit here and bore you with putting in like making a fake course in front of you. So let's see what it does. Let's see if we can figure that out. So I just copy everything from the sales page, put it in, it gives it an idea. And then after that, I put in my course content. So day 1, it's this. Day 2 is this. Day 3, and it's going to write all the emails out, okay? So there it goes. So let's just kind of like, while it's doing its thing, let's just take a peek at this. So day 1, email 1 in the morning. See, it even lists it. I love this. Morning, and then let's see, day 2, and then email 2, evening. Perfect. So it knows that I'm sending one in the morning and one in the evening. So this would be our 11 a.m. that I was talking about, and this would be our 3 p.m., right? Or down here, it'd be like 3 p.m. So, and of course you can modify these, but this will give you so many ideas. Copy and paste the stuff in, maybe modify a little bit, but it's nice and short. I love how short it is. It's great, but let's read through one of these. Your guitar journey almost started! Exclamation mark. I do not use an exclamation mark in your subject line. Okay, just try to stay away from the exclamations. Okay. You were this close to unlocking the hidden guitar talent with the Guitar Master program. Why'd you stop? Your first song is waiting to be played this weekend, not years from now. Love it. For just $7. Now, we don't want to say $7. We'd say $7, like I was telling you guys before. Yes, less than a coffee. You get this. Freaking perfect. And by the way, it grabbed this. Look at that. 4 electric, 6 acoustic. Check it out. 4 electric, 6 acoustic. It knows that because we copied the entire sales page and threw it in there. So it already knows our offer. Isn't that sweet? Like, I love that. I love that. It's just a cool little tip for you there and make everything so much easier. Okay? This is a perfect email to send for an abandoned. This is a perfect abandoned cart email. Day 1 lesson, learn how to string your guitar like a pro, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that's how you do this, guys. And, like I would just copy this and I would just put a link. I would just put a link right here. Like, just put a link right there. Okay? And there's multiple ways you can do this. I mean, obviously, I made up some like fake course stuff that I put in, like this stuff down here, because I didn't have that listed out on the sales page specifically. But this is how you get somebody to click on the email and then actually buy the product. Okay, so we're just saying, this would be like angle 1. Okay, And then this would be 2, don't leave your rockstar dreams in the cart. Okay. So make sure that, the AI is pretty good, but you could tell it too, make sure that they're all, you could have it redo this and just type in, now give me, make sure that every single one's a different angle. But generally, since it knows it's an abandoned cart, usually it goes after different angles. Your guitar master is still waiting, day 2, step-by-step video lessons, $7. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. This is just an abandoned cart sequence, okay? Don't say bonuses either. Bonuses is like one of those flagged words. But so what you do, guys, and we'll just do this like a real quick one together. Where am I here? Let's move some stuff over. Let's just do this real quick. So you can really quickly come in here. You can do it inside of the workflow area if you want. I'd suggest, like I was saying before, that you actually go to the marketing tab, go to emails, templates, and then you could either make your own folder because it might, because these are great templates and everything. This will show you what everything looks like, but you might even want to make your own folder and start just creating it brand new. So, it's up to you how you guys stay organized, but let's just like come into one of these. I'm not actually going to save it, but we'll go in here and the subject, strum your first chord today. I love it. And it's like a question mark. So I'm going to copy that. And by the way, this is where you find the subject. A lot of people like where's the subject line? It's actually hidden. It's under these 3 dots right here. Okay. So hit those 3 dots and then go to settings. Man, they hide this thing. Go to settings and then just drop it in right there. Okay. And then your email address, of course, too. Okay. Strum your first chord today. Okay. And then just hit save. And then what we want to do is come over here and it says, hey, name. Another little trick you could do. See how we're doing contact name first? Like this thing. You could also tell, here's a little cool little hack. Perfect. So say perfect. Now keep all of these emails exactly the same, but take out the, how do they say it? But take out the name, we could say, does it say hey in all of them? It does. Cool. Okay. Take out the hey name. Name that and replace it with this, which is hey contact name and then a comma. Okay. So let's see what it does here, because then it saves us even more time. Perfect. Look at that. So see how it says, now it says it's exactly what we need for go high level. Hey, contact first name. So it'll automatically, there's nothing else, there's no other work we have to do, guys. So this, hey, teach me guitar now. Don't use all caps either. That's kind of, it's not the greatest. So either way, so what we'll do is we'll just copy, I even have the PS in there. So we'll take that, copy and paste it. And I'm going to drop this in. Now you're going to notice it's all like kind of like jacked up a little bit, right? So the first thing I do is I highlight everything. I go up to 18 point because that's usually what I'm sending at least. And then I want 1.75 for the line spacing, okay? It looks kind of funky, but it's easier on the eyes. Take away the bullet points and put these little, like, just put dashes in, okay? Because bullet points, we were trying to not look like spam, okay? So little dashes, I don't know. It's like, it could just be me. It could just be some superstition voodoo going on. But that's how I would do that, okay? Now, this email is a little bit longer. You could also say to it, I like these emails, but make them only 2 to 3 sentences max. Please write it. Come on. I don't want to sign up. I don't want to give you money. This is a demo. Come on. All right. Well, they want money, and I'm not signing in right now. You guys get it, okay? Just ask it to make them shorter, okay? Usually, once again, like 2 or 3 sentences, 2 or 3 bullet points, and then a link, okay? Or it could just be 2 sentences and a link. Just try to keep it short. This one's not too bad, but I probably knocked this down a little bit. Rock on, Josh. 30-day money-back guarantee. You absolutely do not want that in an email. So I would actually say as well, rewrite, and I'm not going to do it because I ran out of my thing here, but I would say rewrite these emails using email best practices without words like free, buy, or any other words that would throw me in the spam box, and that would be perfect. And then it would just not have all this, right? So that'll help you out as well. So what else did I want to cover? Oh, I usually bold this, just helps out. For just $7 instead of $7, it would be $7. Less than a coffee. You get the master course 6 hour. You get the electric plus this. You get that. Rock on. Josh, and then just kind of like tidy it up a little bit. Rock on, Josh, a guitar hero. Don't want the money back, so you guys can switch it up if you want. But I mean, that, just clean it up a little bit, right? And then we need a link, right? So rock, Now I would just say something like, you can pick the course up here for just $7. There you go. And we'll go back to this guy right here. And this would obviously be taking them, if it's an abandoned cart email sequence, we would take them to the sales page, okay? So we click on the sales page, and I don't have a domain here. I didn't add a domain, so it would be right there. So you would just copy and paste that, and then you would come over here. It's highlighted, and click the link button, drop it in. In our case, https google.com. I could be fun with it, but we'll just keep it google.com. One last thing. You'll notice how this is not a blue link. I don't know why they don't default to that. Same thing with their communities. I don't know. You can't even change it in the community to a blue link. You want that to be blue. So come up to the little A thing and add a new color, and just any blue works. Just make it blue, okay? Make it blue. Do not make it any other color. Make it blue, okay? I'm just telling you. So highlight. Oh, now it. Goodness. Black. Blue. There you go. And try to stay away from bolding too many things or italic, using italic. I don't like that either. No italics. Keep it clean. We don't want to look like spam. We want to get through. So there you go. Like, obviously you could dress it up and make it a lot better, okay? And like, I'm just trying to do this quick and for this, like, a demo, right? So once you have that, you would hit save template, okay? And if you actually, click the little dots and settings and you put in the email subject, it's going to save that all for you, okay? Which is really great. Like, it's going to automatically put that into your workflow for you. So what I'll do then is I'll make all of my emails, my flow is I make all of my emails in here, like I was telling you, which is under marketing and templates. I put them all in here. And once I'm done making all those, I come over to my automations. Okay. I go into my workflow. I find my abandoned cart sequence and then just drag and drop. I don't know why it's always zoomed out now. So this was, I believe I copied and pasted it. So number 1, abandoned cart Rockstar upgrade 2. That's like what we called it. So let's just say that is day 2. Okay, so upgrade 2. Let's just say it's this one right here. So you find whichever one and you just match it up. So you go to templates here and we just got to find it, right? And I just copy and paste it in, and then it just finds it right away for me. Click it, and if I hit edit just to take one more peek, check it out. There it is. That's the one that we just put together, okay? And you'll notice that the subject is already, well, I guess I didn't save it, but your subject would also be put in there from that template. So it's all ready to go. You don't have to mess with anything. Again, the workflows I have already built out for you, and then I have all those other templates just to give you an idea of what it should look like. But the actual workflow itself, this thing's all ready to go. Like you don't have to do anything else. I would keep it probably this way. Like it works. This is how I run mine. So this is how I've been running it for years and years and years. And I know expert copywriters that are big copywriters that this is how they run theirs as well. They're usually about 2 emails a day in their abandoned cart sequence, and also usually in their post-purchase sequences as well. After you have all that put together, you just hit the publish button and hit save. One last thing that I want to just mention, guys, like, again, my goal is for you to get this completed in an afternoon. Like if you can even, if you can make it to the abandoned carts in the afternoon, maybe like push on a little bit to like dinner time, like to get these last few things if you really wanted to. But like, what you could also do is you don't have to do all the emails at once, right? Like no one's going to be, because this is like several days, okay? So what I want you to do is do the first 2 emails, or maybe the first day. So deliver, they're buying a cart, so the delivery of the free thing, and then do day 1, right? There's 2 emails per day, so do this email and this email and this email, and then just call it a day. Launch it, okay? When people come in, it's not like they're just gonna blow all the way through this. You'll always be ahead a day. So what do you do once a day? Once a day, you could come down here and you write this email and you write that email. So 2 emails per day. You can do that in probably 5 minutes. I mean, just elaborating, obviously, because this is a course I'm trying to teach you how to do it, and not actually, put this together for myself. But these, you can burn through it with AI very, very quickly, okay? So hope that makes sense. Don't put it all together in the same day. You'll drive yourself crazy, especially if you're trying to do this workflow and your post-purchase emails as well. To drive yourself insane. So just put together the first few. And the same thing goes with the post-purchase emails. When somebody buys your thing, put together this delivery email first, okay? Because like if somebody just buys it day 1, we want to be ready for that. And then this one goes out in 30 minutes, and this one goes out at 11, and then 3. So do obviously just 1 day ahead. Just stay 1 day ahead of them. So this email, this email, this one, this one. But you don't have to do all these other emails right away. You can spread it out, or maybe when you have more time, like on the weekend or something, as long as you're like ahead of them, okay? So that'll save you a ton of time. And once this is all done, make sure you hit publish and hit save, okay? Do not forget to hit publish. That would be so sad. Then your emails don't go out, and then you're gonna hit up your support and go crazy. Bingo bango. Guys, it's been fun. That's what I have for you inside of this video. I have a couple more videos coming up, and I can't wait to hop into the next one with you. Again, if you haven't picked up the workflows, you can hit that link below and you can upgrade, and I have all of these workflows for you. They're all put together for you, and it's just one click, and bingo bango, you got them in your account, which is pretty cool, and it's only a few bucks. So that'll save you tons of time. Anyways, I'm going to hop into the next one. Thanks, guys, for joining me on this one, and we'll see you inside of that next video.